I hope you guys had a great Diwali, and today's video is all about Classic 350. You guys know that I have reviewed the Classic 350 in past, which is the Blue Lagoon. But what I'm doing today is I'm going to ride one of the Classic 350. I'm going to actually wear my GoPro and helmet and give a review, which is a riding review. And I can thank Sohail, who's very helpful, who provided me his motorcycle. And that's the Ash White motorcycle Classic 350. And let's meet the rider first. Alright friends, so we have the rider with us, whose name is Sohail. And he's the same subscriber who joined me for all the rides. And I'm very happy that he's providing me his motorcycle to do this short review and take a ride, because a lot of friends, a lot of subscribers told me they want a riding review about the Classic 350, which is carbureted, and the bike which I have is white color. So let's hear it from the rider himself.
Hi, I have bought this Royal Enfield motorcycle, which it was a dream for me to buy this motorcycle. And I have bought the white color 350 Classic, and I have been maintaining it like anything, and it is around 3 months old now. And after me watching Raj's videos, okay, he has really inspired me with his videos, and he has taught me how to maintain it so well. Actually, after buying the 350 Classic, and then I started watching Raj's videos, then I realized later on that I had to buy the 500 Classic because of the smoothness of the bike and the power of the bike,
Well, that's all right. Even 350 has good power, as you know that, and you've seen my reviews. Yes, you would have taken 500 because now that you're coming on rides, you realize that the 500 has much more feel on the NH8, which we try to throttle. Yeah. Anyways, this is also a great bike and you're enjoying it. It's not that it's underpower or something that's really annoying you. So let me give them a rider's perspective review so that they will understand what I feel personally about this motorcycle while riding it. All right. I'm starting. I'll first talk about this motorcycle's sitting position. It's very comfortable. I'm 5 feet 8.5 inches tall. I'm not that tall. Both my legs reach down pretty well wearing shoes. And now I'm sitting on the seat. It's pretty comfortable. And I'm starting. As you can see, the thump is very well managed. You can hear the thump. Yep. Because it's carburetor. If this was fuel injected, it would be a little faster. But there's a reason to do that. And now we'll proceed with the ride. First gear, pickup is decent. Very much like the Electra. But what I like about Classic is that it is a little heighted than the Electra. And now I'm on the second gear. Let me be frank guys, when I boosted this bike on the second gear, it had a little drag. Alright, it had a little drag. A 500 really picks up well on the second gear. The first gear is decent. I have ridden a Classic 350 for continuously 3 years. I bought my first one in 2010. So I know the feel, but this is quite an improved Classic 350. Mine did not have a vacuum carburetor at that time. That was the first model. This is pretty good. It's very crisp sound, very smooth engine, and I have another Classic in front of me, as you guys can see, and the exhaust of that bike is crazy. I think it's busted. Okay guys, you can see the glass wool. That's the glass wool, how it looks, the jali inside. That's how it is. Alright, let's continue with the review. How do I feel when I turn this bike? Okay, I cannot lean it a lot, alright, because it's a straightforward sitting. You cannot curve this bike because it's not designed that way. And yep, so I'm at the back road now. Okay, one thing I should really compliment this bike is the shock ups. Also, the spring seating really helps. I have a technique to use a spring seating. Alright, when you're going for long rides, shift yourself a little behind on the edge of the seat. You'll get a better cushioning and a better ride feel. When you're riding in the city, you might sit a little forward to put your feet down. But when you're riding on a highway, make sure you sit a little bit behind of the seat so that you can enjoy the spring system below the seat, which will add like a shock up for your back. As you can see, I'm on the third gear. The bike is already vibrating. Okay, I'm at 60, I'm in the fourth gear, and now I'm in the top gear. I'm at 60 now. So the bike really vibrates on the third gear if you're on a lower RPM. That does not happen in my GT. Obviously, I cannot compare my GT with a 350cc engine. But if you're expecting to reduce vibrations after 80 or 100 at the top gear, do not expect that. Why does my channel support 500cc more than 350cc? It's not that 350cc is bad. It's very good for city and some small rides to Lonavala or something like that. But when you get an open road for a lot of hours and your top speed is not exceeding 100 on this bike and giving you vibrations, you will tend to look for more power. And if you're looking for more power, then you're looking for a higher cubic capacity. And for that, I always recommend 500 because there's nothing beyond 500 in the Royal Enfield breed except for the Continental GT. But for that, some people are not happy with the riding position. And that's the reason I always suggest a 500 Thunderbird or a 500 Classic. I wish Royal Enfield had launched Classic bike with a carburetor. And it is not very difficult to achieve that. I really do not know why they did that. I'm not complaining about the fuel injection, but I love the thump in a carbureted engine. Let's talk about the rear brakes. The rear brakes are not that good of this bike, being very honest with you. You have to make sure that you have to tighten these brakes every 3 months depending on the use. I also want to advise few people. I've seen a lot of people keeping their foot on the footrest of the brake pad. That allows you to brake while in motion. Please do not do that. Try to raise your foot up. Do not squeeze the pad. It might damage the brake drums or the brake pads. Let's talk about the disc brakes. They are pretty cool. I think the disc brakes of Royal Enfield have no issues so far. Let's talk about these mirrors. Alright, they vibrate even at the speed of 20. Alright, I get a little vision that what's coming behind, but the whole mirror is vibrating. So if I had this motorcycle, I would put the handlebar mirrors, which also look dope and do not vibrate. Let's talk about the clutch. The clutch system is pretty cool. No issues at all. Very much like the standard 500 and the classic 500. The handlebar is pretty nice. Very comfortable. Yeah, but I really advise if you could put some grips on. It might hurt you a little bit near the corner of your hand. And I think if you put these leather straps, which you've seen in my video, which Yash has put in the standard 500, they are pretty cool. If you're looking for long rides and trying to control some vibrations on your handlebar, those leather straps are pretty decent. A lot of people who are short in height, who are below 5'6" or 5'5", have a little difficulty riding this motorcycle, but they can alter the seats and put the normal seats. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and it was a very short spin. I did not take a very long ride, but whatever basic points which I could discover in this motorcycle, I thought I'll share it with you guys so that you all know how I feel riding this motorcycle and what are the pros and cons about riding this motorcycle. So I hope you enjoyed, and please share and subscribe if you've not done that, and have a great week ahead. And as usual, eat well, sleep well, be good. Signing off, Ride with Raj.